been 17 reported murders so far in this latest outbreak of monstrous killings. It would appear to be the work of a single, highly psychotic perpetrator. The name of the latest victim was just released. A Professor Werner von Croy. A female, described as Caucasian, brunette, and wearing a ponytail, was seen leaving the most recent crime scene. Officers are advised to use extreme caution when apprehending the suspect. At present, nothing appears to link any of the individuals involved. There are no known survivors of these attacks so far.
Give me your hand, child. No!
You have unique strengths, Lara. Learn to trust them.
But how will I remember, Putai?
Whenever your need is strong, remember the amulet. It will help you to learn.
The past still troubles me.
Have patience. Whatever is useful from the past will come to you as you need it. For now, learn what you must with each new situation.
I will learn, Putai.
There is a great darkness ahead of you, Lara. Remember the amulet and use your strength wisely. You are ready.
Where are you?
Where I have always been. Remember the amulet.
I'm back again. Hello, hello. I hope you are all doing well. I'm back now. I am gonna play the Angel of Darkness. It's the month that it is released. It's in June. Now, this game, the old of this game now is 21. And I cannot really imagine it's been 21 years since this game. It's released in 2003 and now we are 2024. It's been a long time. I didn't feel the time. Okay. I patched the game with a couple of mods. Those mods, they doesn't change the game so dramatically. It's gonna be fix few bugs in the game, the movement, the portraits, the missing portraits, missing textures, those kind of fixes. And then we're gonna play the game for the whole month. It's gonna be weekly. It's gonna be 2 episodes, and we're gonna have fun in this game. And I hope all of you purchase this game and then play it. And to have fun with it. This is a fun game. And the story, it's been really great. Since the last Revelation until this game, it's really great. And also, as you can see here, the story so far, it's a continuation of the last Revelation, the ending of the last Revelation, about what happened to Lara after the traumatic ending, after she was almost died in the collapse in the tomb. And this story is gonna tell what happened to her and then where did she go after that, to continuation. Okay, so let's enjoy and watch.
Thinking about my desert family, the Bantiwa tribe, who adopted me, my mind goes back to the chill of that night in Egypt, when I finally fought my way free of the suffocating tombs. I only just made it. On my first meeting Patai, I never saw her. Blinded as I was and gasping for air, I was barely able to support my own body weight. Suddenly, I was aware that water was being poured into my mouth, spilling down my chin. Gentle fingers were spreading oil on my face and lips. Then I was being lifted and carried to a welcoming campfire. I could smell food, see figures dressed in classic Bedouin attire. Clearly the strangers were awed by my rescuer, whom they addressed as Sidi. With me they were cautious, but not unkind. Little did I know that these people would become my people, my family, my cause, and eventually, my greatest loss. The Bantiwa tribe were typical of so many desert people, unassuming and generous of heart. What intrigued me most of all, however, was the fact that the women greatly outnumbered the men. And it was predominantly the women who bore arms in defense of the tribe, something they did superbly, as I was to learn. I befriended Hamia, lead spear of the Mufasi, the first shield warriors. She epitomized everything that was admirable and worthy about the Bantiwa, and we became oath-bonded, sisters in arms. I began to practice fighting skills with her, and we exchanged hand-to-hand combat techniques, learning much from each other. In the months that followed, I was in no hurry to return to the world I had previously been part of. I needed time to get a perspective on what had happened at the tombs, and why no one had come searching for me. For now at least, I was content to travel with the tribe as they made their sedate way along the ancient trade routes of the immense North African plains. It was mostly a peaceful period, despite the inevitable raids by brigands or low-level pilferers. The periods of tranquility allowed me time to become familiar with the ways and speech of my adoptive people. Periodically, we would stop at settlements to trade oils and essences that the Bantiwa produced from the many varieties of plant life that they gathered in remote parts of the arid landscape. These extracts had simple uses, such as perfumes, but most of their oils were intended for healing and were highly sought after across the region. I have never met a people who so valued an unremarkable and inconspicuous appearance. They were Spartan in their simplicity, even their name, Bantiwa, translated as restraint or moderation. In time I understood how this was all a disguise, a ruse. The Bantiwa were guardians of a great secret centred on an extraordinary botanical specimen, the shimalau, or night's tears. This plant was totally unique in its healing properties and was revered and protected by the Bantiwa, almost as if it was their very ruwa, their soul. Several weeks after journeying far from the pyramids, I spotted a child playing with a battered old rucksack. Of course, I recognised it as my own, but knew instinctively that it had no part in my new life here in the desert. I let her keep it. Run-ins with scavengers were a norm of existence in the desert. Most were nothing to be overly concerned about, even with Western mercenaries and legionnaire deserters making their presence felt in the region. Then, everything about my new existence took an uncanny twist the night we were attacked by a rival tribe led by a brute named Scar. He was what is called Ruwa Azalam, dark soul, amongst the Bedouin, and was known to be in cahoots with some obscure Western conglomerate, staking a claim in the area. On the night in question, Scar's brigands ripped their way into 3 of our main storage tents. The Mufasi responded instantly, engaging the invaders in silent close-quarter fighting that was savage and merciless. I fought my way to Scar and tackled him head-on. He was powerful, but blinded by his own rage, and I chopped him up a bit before delivering deep slices across both leg tendons. He went down, but was instantly surrounded by a phalanx of heavily armed Bedou. so I couldn't get to him to finish the job. Killjoys. He was dragged off, cursing. We had dead and wounded to take care of, so there was no sense of jubilation at Scar's defeat. As we prepared to decamp and make ourselves scarce, I found myself surrounded by a circle of smiling faces. Friends, tribal elders, and people I knew well. They addressed me as El Hawa, Desert Wind, for the very first time. Patai, standing in the shadows, raised a palm in greeting, or blessing. I have never felt so accepted into a people's way of life. I now had 2 tribal names, El Hawa and Ushani, a private name used by Patai whenever we were alone. The tale of Scar's defeat spread quickly throughout the region. Of course, in his version, he had fought magnificently against a demonic figure, possibly even some kind of enraged angelic being. A Muakib. I realised that this pretentious blustering was something that could be used to our advantage. I began leading select groups of Mufasi fighters on stealth sorties against potential raiders. This was intended to enhance the growing El Hawa myth, rather than to inflict any serious damage, although there were often casualties. I had been presented by the tribe with a new Bedouin robe and cloak of a deep ocean blue. This distinctive garb came to identify El Hawa wherever and whenever she appeared. The legend of El Hawa, clad in ghostly blue robes, grew exponentially and took on mythic proportions, and rumours spread. The Bantiwa are protected by an avenging angel. Give them a wide berth. Over the unfolding seasons, I lost all track of time. To be honest, I'd given up on my former life. I had found a place in the world that suited me perfectly. Periodically, we rested up in one of the tribe's sanctuary retreats. Usually a concealed cave system, of which there were many scattered across the region. Here we could recuperate, make necessary repairs, and celebrate in the tribe's own unique fashion. These underground realms were a marvel to explore. I came across many ancient carvings and artifacts, caverns filled with the shattered remains of ruined settlements. These places had long been lost to history, and I had an exclusive access to them. I was in heaven. Patai allowed me to see the distilling chambers where the healing oils were extracted, an astonishing sight, somewhat reminiscent of an ancient alchemist's laboratory, or so I'd imagine. The weaving chambers, too, were a marvel. This was where the tribesfolk produced subtle glowing tapestries, patterned with landscapes and symbolic figures. The Bantiwa had no form of written language, and these weavings were a record of their unique tribal history. It was pointed out to me how the recurrent symbol for the sacred Shimalau occurred not only in the ornate patterning of the tapestries, but on clothing, on amulets, engraved on weapons, hidden amongst everyday objects. It was everywhere, once I knew what to look for. My instincts were on high alert, telling me that I was on the periphery of some stunning revelation, no doubt of it. Something profound and far-reaching existed at the heart of this outwardly unremarkable people. But what? At this stage, I got no more than hints and veiled references. I overheard mention of Shimalau's 6th oil, whilst the elders discussed the ever-intrusive Westerners, who were ruthlessly seeking the origins of an elixir oil. What? An elixir? Patai, in her imperturbable way, would not satisfy my curiosity. I must learn to be patient, she advised. Good grief, I was doing my best. I burned off my excess energies by leading sorties as El Hawa, or by exploring this astonishing region of the world, so richly endowed with historic ruins and unknown sites. I was making discoveries that any archaeologist would have willingly assassinated Napoleon to be part of. I'm glad to say that my mastery of their unique language was improving. To my delight, The elders declared me blood daughter of the tribe. Now I truly belonged. I was truly Bantiwa. Also, in due time, I was initiated into the mysteries of the miraculous elixir, or sixth oil of the Shimalau. Patai said I was ready, but that is all I will share of such matters in this account. Not a whisper of Shimalau lore must ever be known outside the tribe. For all Bantiwa, this is the unbreakable law. From time to time, I caught a glimpse of my old rucksack being played with amongst the tents, which would set me to thinking about the life I had disowned, or had disowned me. My English origins still had claim on me, though not in the way that my current life had. There was unfinished business back there, I knew it. I discussed this with Patai and the elders, as well as friends. As El Hawa, I felt a duty of protection for my adopted family. The Bantiwa were perfectly capable of protecting themselves, exactly as they had before I joined them, in my desperate and bedraggled state. I would be missed, yes, but it would not be a permanent absence. I would return once things were sorted out in the UK. The decision was made. I would travel to England and return here as soon as possible. There was much emotional leave-taking, the memory of which still affects me deeply. As I walked from the encampment, Patai appeared, indicating that she was to travel with me to the coast. Thus we had plenty of time for easy, companionable exchanges over the next few days. When the time came to part, she held my eyes and handed me a silver leather pouch. It contained an amulet on a thin silver chain. Her final words to me are burned onto my heart. The return to my ancestral homeland went smoothly enough, but I felt desperately out of place. Family solicitors had to sort out the fact that I wasn't actually dead, but I couldn't have cared less either way. My waking hours and my dreams were populated with faces and events that were now thousands of miles away. As for Von Croy, I'd get around to him in my own good time. Nothing here in my old life fired up any real sense of purpose anymore. Then came news that left me devastated. News of an incident in the desert. The word that the Bantiwa had been massacred, wiped out, leaving no trace. My mind raced. Was this the work of Scar? Or Legionnaire deserters? Or Western prospectors? Mercenaries? I was desolate, worse than when I emerged from the pyramid ruins. Where had Patai been when all of this had taken place? It didn't make sense. In the middle of my mental turmoil, a seed of doubt took root in my mind. My thoughts took a different track. How on earth had they been taken so completely by surprise? It was unthinkable. Constant vigilance was the principle all Bantiwa lived by. That and their superlative combat skills would have protected them, surely. No, the report could not be true. I simply had to uncover the truth for myself. I could be in the region within 36 hours, initiate my own investigation. That's one thing I have the t-shirt for, digging into the past to uncover buried truths. If Scar wasn't the one responsible, he would know who was. I owed him a visit, possibly as El Hawa. That'd make the old goat-face talk. I was ready to leave, which was when I heard from Von Croy in Paris. He was asking for my help. Yeah, my help. I could take a detour via Paris and treat the spineless Iscariot to a piece of my mind, which of course is where things took a turn all of their own. No one in their wildest dreams could have predicted how that would turn out.
Well, this is what happened. Now, let's play and have some fun. First things first, let me fix the controls to LAU controls, new. Let's see.
Help me, Lara. I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I I'm tracking 5 obscura paintings for a client called Eckhart, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner.
Lara, please. Look, go and see this woman, Carvier. She can help.
I'm going. Egypt, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
This looks like a safe area. But I need to find a way out. To move around, use the cursor keys.
Before we move around,
Tap the walk button once to lock me into walk mode. Tap it again to return me to run mode. To sidestep, press the right or left cursor key whilst holding walk. That bin looks climbable. To climb onto the bin, stand next to it and press the up cursor key.
forgot how this game's visually look great. It's been 21 years. The reflection, everything, it looks great. This ugly dog.
To grab the balcony, walk to the edge of the bin and press the jump key. Then press the up cursor key to climb up.
Sure, it's easy.
This gap looks easy. To jump it, walk to the edge and stop. Remember, holding the walk key will stop me from falling off. Now press the jump button and the up cursor key at the same time.
You be back over there. Jump and go. Oh yes, you can move her glasses and it's here. Yeah, and this is the amulet that it's been shown in the cutscene in the beginning. This is a good details. One of the modders added, and this is a letter, and this is the glasses. Now I'm wearing the glasses. I can remove them.
To climb the ladder, stand facing it and press the up cursor key. To get off, press the left cursor key. I can check this apartment out and get out of the rain. Walk up to the window and press the up cursor key. I'll have a look around whilst I'm here. To look around, press and hold the look button whilst pressing the cursor keys or moving the mouse. To open drawers and cupboards, stand in front of them and press action. The jump to that canopy looks challenging, but I think I can make it. Walk to the edge and stop.
Sure, let me get this money first, because we need it for later.
Now press up cursor and jump together. Then press action in mid-air to grab the canopy. Walk up to the railings, stop, and press the up cursor key, and I'll vault over easily. Press the roll button to perform a 180-degree roll. I can hop to the other side. Hold down walk and press jump.
Sorry, I'm not talking a lot because she's...
To climb the drain pipe, walk up to it and press the up cursor key.
talking and trying to instruct me about how to use the control and stuff.
To climb off the drain pipe at the top, press the up cursor along with the right or left cursor key, depending on the direction you want to go. Don't keep me hanging around. I need to reach the roof before I lose my grip. Now I've got my strength back, I can shimmy around that corner.
This is a new system in this game that she need to grab everything quickly, and there's a timer.
Made it. No time to waste. I need to get to Carvier's apartment. Could be something useful in there. I need a way to prise those doors open. To move the barrel, stand next to it, then press and hold action. Then press the up or down cursor key to push or pull the barrel.
I feel stronger.
There's a crowbar down there. That'll come in useful. To hang from the edge of the building, walk to the ledge and press action. To make me let go, press action again, or press the up cursor key to climb back up. I need to shimmy to that walkway, but I don't think I'm strong enough yet.
This door also we need to go to the apartment down to break the cupboard so to take the stuff from it.
I feel stronger now. Maybe I can shimmy to that walkway.
Getting those collectibles to sell them for later, to buy some items or ammos. for later. Go back up again. Same way that we did first time. I played this game like speed run, checked the patch and everything, and everything went well. I reached, I think, to the end of the game, and then I stopped. I didn't go to the last boss fight. I experienced. Dialogues that add to the
I
game.
need to move quietly. There might be more police around. Tap the stealth key, and then use the cursor keys to move me around.
This is the one of them. This is the one of the dialogues that's been added.
To hug the wall whilst in stealth mode, stand next to it and press action. To move me, push left or right. I can safely peer around corners whilst hugging the wall.
Rien à signaler par ici.
Team 2 report. Nothing in this sector. Check in A zone.
I need to get lower. To crawl, press and hold the duck button. Then use the cursor keys to move me around.
Oh, she looked great in this game. This model has been the best models ever that they made when they made her. Okay, now, usually there is a cutscene to be triggered and then to enter the next building, but here with this patch, there is another way that you can.
I could hide in that building. I'll head for the doorway.
See, usually you trigger this cutscene and she entered the door, but now there is another way. Okay, just let me see here. Alright, thank you.
Police everywhere. I've no weapons, so I must move quietly here.
Let's do it. Let's walk through it then. That, you.
Some movable objects can be climbed on.
The area that we were in the beginning. This is the optional area. Like, no, you don't need to come here, but there is a collectible item here, like a medipack.
That wire looks like it will take my weight.
Sure, let's try. That's good. This one. Q. the next section.
There she is! Suspect spotted!
Damn it!
Suspect has entered the building. Back up! Back up!
Let's push this here. Back to the door. Let's go and get some stuff. I love the variety in this game. It's different. Lots of the mini packs.
Employ gas!
Surrender! Throw down your weapons! The building is surrounded! Give yourself up!
Suspect has moved to the second floor.
First floor clear.
Pull it back, please.
Suspect on third floor.
Call for backup.
Break the door.
I feel stronger now.
We need a weapon to kill those things down. Those men's down. Oh, shotgun ammo. Get shotgun ammo early in this game? Too early. I guess it's coming. Pull it back.
Call for air support.
Allons voir par là.
There is one door we need to open down. We're going back down. Okay, let's open this door. This is the elevator. We're going back to the second floor. Let me save. Second. Just be careful to not drop down, because if you drop down they will arrest you already. We need to open this door.
This door is locked. I'll need a key.
So there's another key. This area. A lot of shotgun ammo. See if there's anything here. I don't think so. It's here. Oh, wait. Let's leave. Let's go back up. Oh, hi. Hi there. Let's go to the fourth floor. And then let's leave this place. We're doing good so far. I didn't expect that. It's better than my first run. I died here many times. Okay, now she opened the door. Now let's leave. Okay, there's the multiple.
This is your last warning! Give yourself up!
There's a multiple path here, but I'll be able to.
That cable looks like it will take my weight.
Stand beneath the cable and press jump to grab and hold on. Press duck to tuck my legs up.
Who is it?
Mademoiselle Carvier, it's Lara Croft. I need your help.
Miss Croft, I recognize you from photos and Werner's description. Come in.
Thank you.
Before we talk to her, let's steal the stuff from her apartment to sell it for later. What we can steal from here? Nothing except this. Cannot open it now. Save and then talk to her.
An evil night to be out alone, Miss Croft. Our streets are not safe anymore.
Mademoiselle Carvier, I have just come from Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead.
Dead?
Yes, and I don't have time to waste. I'm being chased all over Paris.
You owe me an explanation. I'm waiting.
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt.
Werner has been fearful for his life. He accepted a commission 5 weeks ago. Since then, he's been acting strangely, jumping at shadows. He even left a package with me for safekeeping.
Who was the commission from?
The client's name was Eckhart. He wanted Werner to research something called the Obscura paintings. Werner approached me at my department at the Louvre.
Obscura paintings?
5 15th century images, thought to be linked to alchemy and the dark arts.
Were you able to help him?
A little, I think. Poor Werner was clearly terrified.
Werner didn't scare easily.
He felt he was being stalked.
He could well have been. The monstrum is running around Paris, according to the press.
Werner left a package here with me. I was to give it to you if anything happened to him.
Do you know what it is?
It's his field notebook.
If he left his notebook, he was spooked.
You still haven't explained what happened.
There was gunfire. That's all I can recall.
Gunfire? Then there was shot? Did you kill him?
I can't remember. It's all a blur.
Miss Croft, I strongly suggest that you talk to the police.
If I wanted to kill Werner, I could have done that in Egypt.
You don't look convinced yourself.
I'm not going to waste any more time here. Do you have the notebook?
I do. It's safe for the moment.
I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting you.
I never killed Werner.
I think you better leave, Miss Croft.
What about the notebook?
I think not. Werner was unsure of you, and so am I.
Mademoiselle, what are you doing?
I've decided it would be wrong of me to hand over the notebook. I'm going to call the police. My warning is out of respect for Werner's memory, but that's all the chance I'm giving you.
So
you're all heart.
Now I need to steal the notebook from here. Back, the notebook is here. Or here. This is the notebook. If there's anything I need to steal, I can steal. Nope. Let's run away. You are crazy. We insulted her. There is another way also to prevent the police from coming. This is the next day.
Oh. Damn, that was uncomfortable. I should complain to the concierge. What did Von Croy get himself into? Perhaps his notebook will help. Is this your pitch?
All Paris is my pitch. Got any spare change? For a coffee?
Maybe. I need to find a man.
Then look no further, ma petite.
This is a particular man. Bouchard. Louis Bouchard. Know him?
No. Never heard of him.
Even for spare change?
Go away, I never heard of him.
So where could I ask? I could use a coffee. How about you?
Try the Café Métro, in the Place d'Arcade. The owner might be able to help you. Knows all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like my kind of cafe.
What about the spare change, mademoiselle?
I didn't say I had any.
Welcome to Paris.
I'm going to need cash.
We can try to get you cash. Wait, this is the other way.
Paris? City of Beauty? They don't show this in the brochures.
Let me try to jump over there. Okay, let's recall.
You looking for anything special, little lady?
So what are you, a city guide?
That's right. I'm a city guide, all tastes and interests catered for.
Good. I need directions. I'm trying to find a man called Bouchard. Do you know him?
That's not a healthy kind of question to be asking.
Don't tell me Paris is dangerous.
Oh, we got all kinds of rough stuff here in Paris, including our own serial killer. You heard of the Monstrum, huh? You heard of him?
The Monstrum is a him? How do you know that?
I don't know what it is, but I'd watch my rear on the streets if I didn't know my way around.
Which you obviously do. So how do I find this Bouchard?
He won't have time for casual colors. Been having staff problems at his club, I hear.
Bouchard runs a club?
Yeah, Le Serpent Rouge, flashy joint.
Why should losing staff be such a big deal?
Because these staff are dying on the job, messily, no one knows why or how.
You don't think Bouchard's up to handling it?
Keep your voice down. Bouchard can handle all he needs to, but this is something different, something creepy. His people didn't die pretty. It's got him really shaken.
Is it the Monstrum?
Who knows for sure? I just tried to keep my nose clean, you should too.
So you've no idea where Bouchard is?
No.
Well, I'm sure someone does. I'll ask around.
Yeah, do that. Why don't you try Café Metro?
What's a Café Metro?
Nothing, man. Only the biggest loser in Paris. It's a joke. Forget it. Let me show you some of our local specialties.
No thanks.
Having to keep low, eh? That's hard. Especially with the cops being so trigger-happy.
Should I give Bouchard your regards when I find him?
No, don't do that. But if you are at a loose end, look me up. I'm sure we could find something diverting for you. You know, something special.
See you around.
Nothing special. Now, this is gonna be it for this part, because this is gonna be a long first part. Then for the next time, then we're gonna open this door and then we're gonna talk to the other girl, Janice, the famously known, and then we're gonna continue the adventure from here. Now, thank you for watching and bye-bye.